Oh my God. I'm sure guys, those Mangabanye, they are so happy wherever they are. But yeah, guys, I'm not gonna be here, to talk badly about our players and say, good, no, this and this and that and complain. Because you look at today's game, you look at the past previous 5 games that we've played, there's not much that has changed because to be honest with you guys, Kaizer Chiefs idlala the way beyidlala ngakhona in the first previous 5 games, which we've managed to keep clean sheets. So from keeping 5 clean sheets to conceding 3 goals in one night, which is definitely, yeah, very, very, very bad, and also dropping points. It's something else, Buffeto. But to be honest with you, I think this was the game that we needed for us to be able to say, oh, yeah, definitely we are prepared, or we have figured things out. But definitely Skubuna United was the team that came and said, no, guys, you haven't figured anything out. Me as a coach, Eric Tinkler, I'm going to show you. And a player like Abu Bradley Grobler, those kind of players, they said, definitely we are going to show you guys, Uti, you guys haven't figured anything out. Now, in terms of play, Buffett, I'm not going to complain and say, no, okay, it's just this and this and this and that. I feel like those were the certain things that we were doing the previous games, but unfortunately we were not getting punished for them. And also, I feel like Njobang Shido, we've had, mistakes that we were doing before, but we could not, try and recover as much as the previous 5 games that we've played, because with those games at least you can say it was a bit better because we were recovering, and defensively we were solid team. That's why we were not able to concede goals. We even played against Mamelodi Sundowns, which was not able to score goals against us. Now the only problem is the fact that ever since we started playing those games, and in Kumula Nation, we've had this problem. We can't score goals. We need to score more goals. So you see, if it was 1-1, then definitely would not. I think a lot of people would say, no, Kaizer Chiefs, no. But now we are getting back to that problem that we've had. Yoguti, we are scoring, but yes, we are not scoring enough goals, which definitely is one thing that is destroying us, especially in today's game. You look at players like our Oxum Teto, for me, was 100%. He was solid Cheetah. If the game ended up with the win, I think I would have given him man of the match. You look at defense A2. I know people are going to say our defense was a bit shaky. I think on today's game, what I've seen with Umago, the last previous games that he played, is the same thing that I'm seeing even today. The only difference is now we've gotten a team that is ready, ever ready, and they are prepared to take the risk. So Tina, with us, Namanje, we are not yet prepared to take our risk. Whenever we figure pambili, we are not able to take our shots because we think about the process. And Maso Khaliskati, it becomes cold. You need to be a team that attacks until things get right. But now I think it's because of the coaching. They've changed the system and they're saying, no, if you get there and you're born what you can't shoot at goal, just relax and try to pass the ball, which is, I feel like that is a problem that we need to address and we need to fix in terms of that, because it's something that has been happening the past 5 games, and even now I'm still saying between those past 5 games, I think if we can try to manage to score more goals, even on the live stream, the fact that Kaizer just does not, is not able to score more goals is a problem. On today's game, at least, Ulilepo could have scored a brace, with how he was playing. But I think also we have to give credit to Toast Abafit. No, that guy. He did exceptionally well. I think he's part of the reasons why Iskakuna United, they're currently sitting at number 1 with 16 points and doing exceptionally well. Because you look at that goalkeeper, he deserves it, Perfecto. He deserves it. He's fighting for his club, and yeah, he's been solid. I think it was a solid performance from him. Unfortunately, with us, there were those 1v1 situations. When it's a 1v1, less chances of you being able to score because they use our counter attacks and they were very quick and precise with those counter attacks. Benz are sure. So I knew Iskukuna would be playing kind of a low block, but definitely I think I was impressed with how they tried to play a high line, first half of the game, but later on they decided, you know what, this is not going to help us. We need to change this so that we can be able to destroy whatever Kaizer is doing. Because you look at the game, you look at how we started on a very, very high tempo. Even throughout, the second half, we were not too bad, we were not shabby. The only problem was the fact with Joe Shilo, us not being able to score more goals is something that might lead us to, not win games and also drop even more when it comes to our point, because we need to do more in terms of that. I've seen the clips, where our coaches were giving the center forwards, finishing lessons, scoring opportunities and everything. But I think they need to do it to each and every player that is playing for Kaizer Chiefs. Don't get me wrong, guys. We have a good team. We have a good team. We're solid, but those certain mistakes, those certain small things that we need to adjust are the ones. Because for example, on today's game, if they scored one, we score one, they scored the second goal, we score another goal, you see how this thing moves up. Because at the end of the day, they are a team that is trying to match the team that they are playing up against. So the opponents in today's game, I think they outsmarted us. They were very quick, we were nowhere to be found. And with this thing, it must figure when it comes to attack, we tend to face our goal line. It's something. Even now I'm talking about it, I know we might even see it in other games that we're going to play. So if we can try to adjust that, then definitely things would be proper. But other than that, I think we I'm not going to complain. We did very well. Flávio de Silva, I think he's been trying his best. I've seen our players, they track back. Like, there's unity in how we play. There's a lot of positives that I'm going to talk about, not just mention the negatives. We know there was this mistake, even the pairing of Miguel and Aiden McCarthy. I think somehow we might love to see him being paired with a player like the only problem is they're both left-footed players, so you can't do that. So I would have loved to see Aiden McCarthy being paired with Rashwin Dudley when he comes back from his injury, or maybe just give Aiden with Kunika some chance, because with Inaso, there's something that I'm not too happy about, but I'm not going to talk about that, because also he has given us some positive things, which I think it was a bit smart, and he did what he could in terms of helping the team. So I know there's people who are going to focus only on the negatives. That's what a lot of people do. Even Marco, I was going to focus on the negatives, but I'm not going to do that because I've seen the positive side also. So 50-50, I'm not disappointed with the team performance. I think we just need to go back and then try to reshuffle and work towards our weaknesses, because currently the weaknesses that we're currently having is the fact that we do score. This season it's better. We do manage to score goals, but unfortunately it's only 1 or 2 goals. If we can be able to utilize 4 or 5 or 6 goals in each and every, okay, that's upset. Anyways, a minimum of 3, 2 minimum 3, 4 goals each and every game that we played, and definitely things would be much better. But today, to be able to break goalkeeper Toaster Ntsabeleng, who's that goalkeeper? I will call him Toaster. I think we have to give him credit. But if it was not for him, then definitely Kaizer Chiefs would have won the game. I don't want to lie to you, but Kaizer Chiefs would have won the game. But credit must be given where credit is due. So with that being said, there's a game that we need to prepare for, going to ECAF Confederation. So in terms of that, if we're not fixing that problem that we've seen, I think ECAF, I know we have first round, second round, and then we try our best. But if we are not careful, we might get eliminated. Because even though that team is Sobislana Nayo, Kabu's back, I think they lost against the team that who's this player who's was loaned from Pirates or something like that. Who's this guy? Gilberto. If you remember Gilberto, yeah, he's playing for that team that they managed to beat Ilona, which is Petro de Luanda, where we've got Inaso Mikil. So with that being said, I think we need to fix those certain problems, and then that's it. That's it. If we can manage to fix that problem, because so far a lot of problems says Lunasile. We can't expect everything to go smoothly, because at the end of the day, teams are not the same. There are certain teams that are going to look at your weaknesses, try to find them. Even though there are no weaknesses, they will try to find those weaknesses, try to isolate everything, and then by focus Aguyo, which is something that Skukuna United did on today's game. So with that being said, Bafetu, I don't think I'm mad. I know it's not nice to lose, especially when you look at supposed to Mangabanye, they are busy, happy. I even see there's a message from me here, and yes, it's coming from a Buccaneer. He's laughing. Gumnand, but I think now they're still going to meet this team, because this team is no longer the same Skukuna that we know. It's a difficult team, Bafetu. So with that being said, I think yeah, I've said enough. Ox improved. I'm happy with the Ox buffet too. I just can't wait to see, with the utilization of other players, and also I hope they can fix the problem Yoti whenever we are going forward. They try by all means to shoot at goal. Just shoot at goal. We are scared. Till now we see defenders, 2-3 defenders, and then we are scared. Just shoot at goal. It will rebound or something, and then boom, but well, I don't know. Let me know what you think, down in the comment section below. I know there's other things that you've seen that I might not have seen, because when you're watching and losing the game, you watch with emotions. So maybe there are certain things that I might have missed, but you can let me know down in the comment section below. I believe this is it. Please, my call right, Kosi, Alpelo Moya. Peace.